Now, a man has died and 15 others have been taken to hospital after two trains collided in central Wales. The incident happened on the line near the village of Llanbrynmawr in Paris at 7:30 yesterday evening. The collision involved a service from Shrewsbury to Aberystwyth and a service from Machynlleth to Shrewsbury. National Rail said the operational incident meant lines were closed and trains may be cancelled or revised. Police in Wales have released this statement. It says the force was called to the collision between two trains which occurred near Llanbrynmawr in Paris at just before 7:30 p.m. on Monday, October the 21st. Sadly, we can confirm a man has died following the collision. His next of kin have been informed and his family are being supported by specialist officers. A further 15 people have been taken to hospital with injuries not believed to be life-threatening or life-changing. All other passengers have now been evacuated from both trains. Well, Sky's Greg Bynum joins us now from Llanbrynmawr, close to the scene of the crash with the very latest, Greg.
Yeah, well, those two trains remain down on that track behind me at the bottom of the valley here. When you get up close to them, you can see the impact. Two carriage trains that were travelling in opposite directions. And when you talk to local people here, their suspicion is this is a single line of track. And not far up the track, there's a passing place, a loop as they call it. And normally one train waits there while the other one passes. It appears from what people were saying who were here last night that one of those trains didn't stop and therefore they came nose to nose. That low-speed crash, as the police described it, and you can see the impact that caused, and those trains remain there. As the investigation is going on now, there was a huge emergency services response here last night, including air ambulances, in dealing with some of those people who were on board, some of those who were scurrying up the bank to get onto the road after that impact. And we spoke a little earlier to someone who lives in this valley who told us what he saw.
We saw the emergency service passing the house and thinking, hang on, there's one. Ooh, there's another one coming. Well, what's going on? By the time we got out, a policeman was putting the sign of road closure, and we overheard on the radio that there was a train incident. And we came to this spot and we could see the trains and then all the other emergency services coming down, and yeah, the whole valley was glowing with blue lights, so there was quite a few. And then shortly afterwards we had an air ambulance arriving, and then a little bit later we had two Coast Guard helicopters as well.
Now, he also said the concern for locals is that school children will be using that train service in increasing numbers in the weeks to come because of some road closures. So people living here want some answers about what happened, what went wrong, and what can be done to avoid that. More urgently, the rail line, according to Transport for Wales, to the east of here will remain closed while their specialist teams are working. They're telling people not to travel in this area, or certainly people should be checking what the situation is on the railways here, bearing in mind the fact those trains are still there and that investigation is ongoing.
Greg Bynum, as always, thanks so much.